Good morning, FlossTube. It is Monday morning, May 16th. Holy crap, it's almost summer. Yay! I had a very rough weekend. I didn't get as much stitching done as I wanted to do, especially last week because I had the project due, which was okay. There was a few snags at the end submitting it, but I'm hoping everything came out okay. And I have no idea what we're doing now. We're starting a brand new module, so. And then I was sick a little bit. I had a bit of a trail end of a cold over the weekend. Nothing serious, just enough to make you feel blah and not really make you want to do anything. So, yes. So, that was that. I got a little bit of stitching, actually, a fair bit of stitching done last week and Saturday. I did some stitching Saturday. Friday, I think I got a lot of stitching done. And yeah, so that's basically it for what I've been doing. I'm not feeling particularly up to this right now, but I just want to get this out of the way and done because it's on my plate to do today, and there's really no use delaying it. So I'm going to jump right in. First, I will show you a little bit of haul. I talked last week about getting participating in the Reddit Gifts yarn and needlework exchange, and it was great. There's like over, I think, 1,900 people who participated, which was really kind of cool. And I got, of course, someone who wasn't a cross stitcher, so I got someone who was into making tapestries with yarn, which is kind of similar, I've heard, but not exactly the same. And so I sent them some yarns and some of the colors I think they would have liked. I hope so. I usually do everything when I'm doing these kind of exchanges. I usually ship directly from suppliers. I usually don't pack up the gift myself, just a personal preference of mine. It just makes it easier to send things where they need to go. They've received it, but they haven't commented on it yet, so I'm a little worried, but I hope they'll like it. But my gift received in the meantime, and the person said that they weren't really into cross-stitching, so I guess there was a small percentage of cross-stitchers in this exchange. But I was thoughtful enough to provide them with an Amazon wish list. And so they got me something off my wish list, and I could not be happier because it's something I've been wanting for a long time, and it's so relevant to my interests. And it's the Janlin Mythical Dragon. Oh, we got glare. There we go. Anyway, this doesn't show you much because this picture does not do this stitch justice. I've seen this actually stitched up, pictures of it actually stitched up, and this picture is not very representative of what it looks like. It looks so much better. The colors are really pretty in it. Kind of like minty greens and pastel purples, and yeah, this looks a lot more blue and pink, but it's not. It's very, yeah, and these golds over here. And it comes with a needle and black Aida, which I'm not convinced I'm going to do it on the black Aida because I have so many freaking Aida projects going right now, and I'm not happy about it. But I am really, really happy about this. They sent me this, and oh, they also sent me a new needle threader. One of the DMC 3-prong needle threaders. I think these ones are supposed to be for like the bigger like needles and the pearl cotton and stuff, but it has a really sturdy wire needle threader, which I have not had since I broke mine on my, what was it, FlossTube video number 2? I broke it. It was this one. It was the one that came in this. Let's see, one is a one side one side was the, I don't know why I'm showing this, one side was the needle, the thread ripper, and the other side you pull this out and it was the threader, and it just broke. I think I was stitching while I was talking at one point. I tried that. It didn't really work very well. But yeah, go check it out. Vintage Dragon Stitches. I think it's FlossTube number 2. Anyway, super happy. Thank you, Secret Santa, Reddit gifts. Yeah. Yep. I am very, very stoked with that. So another full kit, and I love that it's a full kit because then I can just get started whenever. But I'm not sure I want to do it. I know I want to do it on something black because the black is really, it stands out really well on the black. But I don't know if I want to do another freaking Dark Ada project when I have Tiger of the Heavens going right now. So we will see. But yay! So that's my little gift. I was really stoked to receive that. Also, here's the other problem. If you look at the colors here, and okay, so this is a little bit messy, but these are the colors for Tiger of the Heavens. They're very similar. There's a lot of the same similar colors in them. It's the same color palette. So it's dark with these light kind of pastel colors on top. It's just, I've been doing that and I want a change. Variety is the spice of life. So that's why this isn't even opened yet. It's completely sealed because I just kind of don't want to really even mess with it right now. It's just going into my stash and I will find the right time to do this one. Next, I do not have any haul. I don't have any haul. I'm still waiting on my Chinese floss. I'm about 2 days shy of it being 2 months since I ordered, and they had a 60-day money-back guarantee, so in a couple days I might be looking at that. I'm a little disappointed, but what can you do? It has not moved now in over it's been over a month since it says that it left China, and it took them almost 2 weeks to actually send it to begin with. So I'm not very impressed by this particular seller. I have another one that I'm thinking about trying out, maybe, very tentatively maybe, but I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. We'll see. But I really just wanted to show up. Like, that's all I really want. At this point, I just wanted to show up. But I know that's not likely. And it might still take another month or so still to get here. So I know other people, and I've actually talked to other people who've used this particular seller. And it was over 2 months, but not 3 months. So I still, it still might show up. But I'm definitely thinking about, enacting their 60-day money-back guarantee because it has not arrived. So that's why Dragon Rider is permanently on hold right now, which is unfortunate because I really want to start my first BAP. I want to try parking and I want to do everything, and I want to start it. I want to start it now, but I am impatient like that. So in the meantime, I get to work on this gorgeous piece, which I am so happy with, which the camera will definitely not do justice. Maybe it will, because it's actually quite, yes, it's beautiful and colorful, and I'm gotten into like the olive greens, which aren't quite as colorful, but all this purple and the pinks and the green here has been so much fun to stitch, and it's Lugana. And I love Lugana because it just stitches so smoothly. Some of the reason I'm doing it like this, I think I mentioned this, is I'm really trying to anchor pieces so I'm not counting off too much, because I'm really still having a bit of a counting over 2. I've never really gotten that used to it. My first big project with this, I've since lost, so I'm, but yeah, that's the big wing And then there's going to be the crescent moon that's going to come down here, and the body down here, and oh, look at this. So people have been seeing things in my fabric, apparently. It was said that there was one up here, like there's one here, almost here, if you look at it, like it's a profile, like there's the nose, the chin, the jaw, there's the eye, and he's looking that way. And then there's another person here with the two eyes and kind of the nose and looking that way. And then there's this person down here who is like the full face. Like he has the hair, he has the nose, the eye, the ear, the jaw, you know, the mouth there. And it even looks like here's the shoulder of this guy. Shoulder over here. It's amazing. It's like an ink block test. People are seeing stuff all in the, or like clouds, which is really kind of cool. I like the idea that it's like clouds and people are seeing images in the clouds. But perfect freaking material choice, fabric choice. Oh, it's just the colors are popping off of it. It's just gonna be gorgeous. I cannot wait to finish this. Yeah, I'm really stoked. There's probably gonna be a couple little tiny changes or really omissions that I'm gonna make. For some reason, all of this is outlined further with one of the Krennics, one of the really light, I think it's the Pearl Krennic. And I've seen it done like that on very dark fabric, and it gives this weird disconnect from the fabric. It doesn't look right. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I'm definitely going to leave that for last. But I'm not making any changes to colors. And I'm leaving the beads in. If you see all these holes here, these are going to be all beads. All beads. This whole wing is just like crisscross of Krennic with beads at the where they join. So yeah, it's going to be very pretty. I think I'm going to keep filling in the wing unless I get tired of this olive, because I'm now onto the third olive color in this. It's the second lightest one, because they're kind of going from darkest into lightest. And there's a lot of it in this one, so I might get bored of it, and I might go over here and do some of the head, or go down here and do some of the body. But at least I've anchored a good amount now so that I can move off from this. I'm really stoked with it and how it's coming out. No big problems with it. The pattern's a little hard to read because what they've done is they have some of the symbols it's a full color pattern, which is awesome, and the colors they chose match the actual colors of the thread. So looking at the pattern, you see the picture in full color, which is really neat. But in some of the squares, they put symbols to differentiate them, but in some of them they didn't. So it's just the color block. And there are certain ones, like there are two greens that are very similar and they don't have symbols. So you kind of have to guess with what else is around it, because almost all of these threads are in color groups. So they're like, I think these pea greens are like 841, 842, 843, 844 or something like that. So it's easy to, when you look around the area, if they have a darker version of the thread, that you can, oh, okay, so that's the one that they mean. But even still, it's a little confusing because they kind of look the same and a lot of them kind of blend in together. So it's a bit of a challenge. My first Joan Elliott. I'm really happy with it though. The stitching is fun. The colors are fun and happy and exciting. And yeah, very, 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 very happy with that. So I'm putting basically all my energy in that when I'm not focusing on school right now, because it's so bright and colorful. And the last thing I worked on was basically gray on navy blue, which was just so boring. It got really boring. I got a lot done, but it got really boring. So yeah, that's it. I really don't have anything else to say. This is a short video. Like I said, I'm not really feeling it. Hopefully I will be a little bit more energized next week and have lots of progress, because I think I'm going to go stitch now. So I hope you guys all have a great stitchy week, and I will see you next time. Bye.